Dressed it. It ain't shit that you could tell me. I know I'm good. It ain't shit that you could tell me. I know I'm good.
What's good? We're here with an episode of the Unfiltered P.O.V. I'm here with the guys. We got Josh Nixon, aka Venom. We got Chef TJ. We got my brother Daryl, aka Daryl, my twin. We got Young Ree and we got Heezy. What's up, y'all? All right. Well, it's gonna be a lot of us today. So you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna try to keep that shit short and simple. But y'all got anything y'all want to plug before we get started?
I'm good, brother.
Let's roll.
I bet. All right, so first topic, man. I saw that. I don't know if y'all saw this video, but it was a video of the dude. He was basically he went out to eat with his girl and her friends. Uh, Basically the bill came, and everybody was looking around on who was gonna pay the bill. Of course, the guy he looked around and he was like, "Shit, I'm gonna pay for me and my girl," but her and her friends was kind of expecting for him to pay for everybody. So the video started while they was out in the parking lot. And while they was in the parking lot, the basically the girl was like, "Oh, you looking broke, da da da. You should pay." Like, and he was like, "These not my, they not my girl. I'm paying for you and my girl." And they was at a fancy restaurant to begin with. It was like, I'm talking about, I think the bill was like $1,200, $1,300 or whatever. But the reason I want to bring that in, I want to ask y'all, when y'all out with y'all girl, or if y'all out with y'all girl, do y'all feel obligated to pay for everybody's meal, or do you just pay for yourself, you and your girl? How would y'all? What's y'all thoughts on that? Starting with for our new people, let's start with you, Heezy.
My take on that is it's over with. Like, I ain't about to just be paying. I mean, it depends on the occasion. If it's like, if we invited them, you know what I'm saying, I might do that, like do something for my girl, a little special something for her. But if we just meeting them up and we about to just eat, hell no, I'm just paying for me and her.
Yeah.
That's it.
So that's if you invited them out though, you would.
Yeah, I'll take care of it then. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I set the invite. So, but don't go crazy on the menu. I probably
Okay.
ain't even gonna discuss it like until the bill come.
Right. You ain't about it. Ain't no. Okay. What about you, Daryl?
I honestly feel the same way, for real, just being honest, because it's like, fuck that. You looking broke shit. That shit it is what it is. You don't count my pockets first off, but for y'all to run my bill up the way y'all did, that ain't cool. So that's why I feel like if like Rahi said, if I invite y'all out and I take care of it, cool. But if you think you're gonna get down on me like that's disrespectful. No, I'm not doing it. That ain't happening.
Venom, what's up?
Hey man, that now I'm just playing. Now I told you that's what I was gonna say. Like if I invited them, it's cool, but it's still not one of those expected things. I hate how we keep putting these expectations on men now. And oh, you looking broke? It's like, nah, man, I'm being smart with my money. If anything, like is this my girl? Like yes, nigga, we've had this talk. I understand. I took this on. Her friends, hey, y'all cool and all, but no. Like if I invited, if it's her birthday, something like that, and I reached out, cool, yeah. But if they reached out like, hey, I heard y'all going here, and it's just off rip, hey, that's dead. It's gonna be one of them awkward conversations. Like, hey, dog, I just told you, brother, how y'all want to split it 3 ways, please. Thank you, sir.
TJ.
Yo. Yeah, if it's her and her mom's, that's cool. I take care of that tab. But I mean, actually, they got a good point though, because I was just thinking about it. Because I'm like, well, yeah, what you mean you're gonna take care of it if you invited them out? But if she was to have a surprise party and I'm cooking, I'm definitely gonna buy all the food. So it's like, I guess it's the same thing as going out. But nah, I don't know, man. Something just hit wrong with me with paying for the everything going out. I don't know, because like because I remember growing up. I mean, I don't know, maybe because we was didn't have that much money, but like when we went out. for birthdays and stuff. Growing up, like restaurant style, like we still have to pay for ourselves.
TJ, did I even introduce you?
Yeah, you did.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I don't know why I thought I just skipped over your name. My bad. But yeah, that's. I mean, honestly, now that you say that though, that is kind of true. Like, I don't know. Maybe that's because we, grew up with not a whole lot of money anyway.
Yeah.
But like, if you went out to eat with, like, if you went to your friend's birthday dinner, like, the parents in most cases was not paying for people's bills. It was just like, y'all, that was a part of going out.
Exactly.
Yeah. Hey, Reed, what you got?
Man, I definitely agree with y'all in the sense that, like, if I invite y'all out for something or whatever, I'll go ahead and pay for it. But I'm gonna be honest with you, I won't invite everybody out because I know I'm not paying for that. I'm not gonna be able to do it, bro. Like, I mean, shit. They coming home, they coming back to the crib too, or what?
Real.
We gonna finish out this.
It's about to get crazy in here. Apparently. Since we talk about expectation. But
you out here looking like you not home.
Right.
So I guess you at home.
Right.
Like, come on.
Well, you pay for that friend one time, they're gonna expect that every time.
Yeah.
You come in town to visit me, do I pay for your hotel room?
Hell no.
Exactly.
But you know what though? I will say this though. The only difference I'll say with me is like when people, like, I live out of town or whatever. So like when people come in town to like visit us, I do kind of feel an obligation to make sure people have a good time. But I don't pay for every single thing. But that don't, when people come in town, it don't matter if it's a dude or a chick. If you come in to see me, I already know like it's not cheap to come out here. I already know, you know what I'm saying? You don't know nothing about here. And I'm like, shit, I just feel this obligation to make sure you have a good time. So like when we do go out to eat, for the most part, I do. Like anybody that know if you come out to kick it with me, like I'm gonna try to make sure you don't spend as much money as possible. But like if you think that I'm obligated to pay for something like that, that's the part where I'm like, that's crazy. But that's crazy because now it kind of go into this other one. We ain't even talk about this one, but y'all saw that video where the dude flew the chick out. I don't know if they flew out to Miami or Vegas or something like that.
Yeah,
And
she ain't let him.
She ain't let him smack buns or whatever. So he got mad and kicked her out or whatever. But you saying you'll kick her out of
the flight?
You gotta go.
Hold on, Reed, don't do that.
Listen.
Hey, don't do that, brother. Don't do
that. Hey, you heard the city girls talking about they was getting flued out. You heard what they said they was doing. So I don't know. I mean, unless it's just a good friend of yours, I don't see me flying out a person that not happening.
Okay, but if that's the case though, even if let's just say like it's somebody you have either y'all talked about it or whatever, and she changed her mind, you still kicking her, you still kicking her out the hotel? If y'all on vacation.
She got it.
Hey, but
you don't even like me.
Her back to the airport though.
Hey, you wild as hell. Okay.
She wild as hell.
My thing is, I mean, if y'all had a conversation, then it's totally understandable. Still, I mean, if she changed her mind, bet she changed her mind. But that's crazy. Bro said, hey, nah. Bro said,
I ain't gonna hold you.
He did buy a round trip. He canceled it. He canceled it.
Yeah,
he did cancel it.
He
took it to the whole.
Yeah, he took her to the airport.
That's out of pocket.
That's crazy.
That's out of pocket. I like the only reason I even asked that because my thing is if there is a woman out there that's like, oh yeah, you should pay for it, or you should, like, you're a man, this and that. I'm like, all right, but you can't say that and then you feed into this and say, like, because a lot of women will go out and be like, well, I seen that as well. A lot of women were saying like you shouldn't. If you fly a girl out and you with the expectation of smashing without having that conversation, like it was basically trying to make it seem like you was like on some predator shit. And I'm like,
that's wild as hell. But but one thing I will say though, canceling her flight back to the crib, that's just too much.
Yeah.
But as far as like her not staying in the hotel, nah, because my name on that, hell no.
Okay. All right, but look though, you sent her back to the airport though. But like, let's say the flight don't leave out for like another couple of days.
That ain't got nothing to do with me. But I do know. I paid for you to get there. I'm gonna pay for you to get back. Now, what you plan on doing when you got out here, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's very, very wrong if he let her on in the fact that like he was probably like, oh, you come out here shopping spree on me, and we gonna do this and do that, and then he did that shit, thinking that was going to equate to that, then yeah, I mean that's
that's the part.
And
I mean that's the part on both of them topics that we didn't said. That's the part where I said people wilding because it's like expectation wise. If that's your expectation, if you doing anything like that, expectation and not even like having no conversation, shit, you deserve whatever come to you. Then if you think that flying somebody out is gonna get you some, then and you ain't even had that conversation. Like I feel like you shouldn't even be. I ain't flying nobody out, and we ain't even like. I need to know what them buns cracking on before we even get there anyway. So I don't even, I mean, this is if I obviously I ain't doing none of that because I'm married. But
real quick,
let's so throw that out there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But if that was the case, like I would have had to know what them was hitting on before because I don't want to also get there and find out you and your hygiene ain't together. You know what I'm saying? So that's another reason why.
The flights are not cheap.
Yeah, so I just think you a loser in general for flying somebody out thinking that was the magic button to get some buns. Like, but then and you also a loser for going out to eat and not being able to pay for your own bill. If you especially y'all went out if a bill, if I think it was only like 5 of them. So if it's like 5 of y'all in a bill, $1,300, and you can't really afford that, you can't afford your portion of that. You a loser because you was for real, like you was going somewhere and not being able to afford something and expecting somebody else. And then now you trying to call me broke. Like, no, you broke, not me. Like I'm good. I can afford to pay for me and my girl if that's the case.
That's how women are. To me, that's how women are raised. A lot of women are raised to think that something is supposed to be given to them, and it's like because I'm pretty. I deserve this. My daddy raised me to be a little queen, a little princess. Okay, but he also ruined you because you got to put in the work yourself. You don't expect nothing out of nobody. And I don't understand a woman that's with a man and don't have nothing going for themselves because it's like, what if anything can happen to that person? And what if they didn't make it to where they got your, so you got to have your back. So never, like, been going to the little bars and shit. Females will go to the bars broke as hell. Drink before they come because they know there's gonna be 7, 8 niggas that pay for drinks for them. Oh, I'm good for the night. No pussy. But this is a job. That's a job. That is a job for them.
Yeah. I mean, and if you do that, you a loser. I ain't gonna even hold you. Like you an absolute loser if that's your whole like. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. That's just me. Bro. And that's the same thing. Like I said, for a dude, if you think buying something for somebody entitles you to anything, you a loser. Now, if I fly you out, I do understand. Like, this is not the thing. I'm not greedy. I'm definitely not kicking you out or nothing like that. I'm not kicking you out, but like I said, I'm also not flying you out though. I'm just not flying you out if we ain't even. Like I already would know, like if that's what we on before and if you do fly out and that ain't what you on, I'm gonna be a little disappointed. But I mean, I also don't. Yeah, I'm just not. Yeah, hell no.
So tell me this then. Well, all right, you saying it's wrong that I say she got.
I ain't saying you wrong. I said I wouldn't do it.
You wouldn't put her out the hotel, but what if she mad that she ain't get to go on these shopping sprees and all that and just destroy the room? You know
well, I wouldn't have called you out I'm not flying you out for a shopping spree. I ain't doing none of that. Like that's just not me. Like you can call that me and bro, you can call that whatever you want to call it. I'm just not. If you think that I'm flying you out to take you on a shopping spree, I don't even have that. I don't subscribe to this idea of a man being born to take care of a person. Like I just don't think that. That's not like I do think like yeah, I don't think that
that's the person. Like
yeah, myself and my child,
Yeah.
I think, you know what I'm saying,
Exactly.
because my child can't take care of himself. But
Yeah.
I think, you know what I'm saying, like this, like if we gonna be progressive in this world, be progressive on both sides. Don't just think that like, oh, I gotta look at you as an equal and I need you to help me make decisions, but I don't need none of the money that you making at all for us to figure this shit out. That's the part where I'm like, that's just to me a little wild, but that I ain't here to judge nobody. I'm just not doing it. You're not flying out to get a shopping spree. What? I don't even take myself on a shopping spree.
Think about this too, though, right?
Yeah, peace.
Think about this too, though. So this is why I'm gonna say I won't kick the person out, like especially like not the first night. I'm gonna take out the shopping spree because I'm not doing that either. It's not going. If I fly you out, right? You out here a couple days or whatever, it don't pop off top. I'm not gonna kick you right out because I don't want to seem like, you know, I'm desperate for it or I'm just,
I'm just not pressed.
It is like sometimes you just gotta fall back and play your part. So I'm like, okay, we still hang out, have a good time. Next night you might be a little comfortable and get to throwing the buns. So that's why I wouldn't rush it. Like you never know. Now you play me the whole trip, you might not talk to me no more once you get back home. But I'm gonna make sure while you there, you good. I got you. Nothing.
I ain't gonna lie to you though, dude. The video, dude, it was like the third night. And he said like the past 2 nights she ain't gave up none. I remember that part. You know what's funny? She from Indiana too, apparently. I feel like to me, I almost feel like that video was fake. I mean,
I definitely think it was fake.
I think a lot of people doing stuff like that now to like get like reactions, but like I said, it sparked the conversations and all that. Both of them videos sparked the conversation. So
but yeah, he was definitely he was definitely being a simp, man. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
Because I feel like, you know, like you said, you know, sometimes you know, like if it's a woman you like and shit, it's gonna be, you know, gonna accrue some expenses here and there. But like somebody that's out of state, she obviously ain't feeling you, bro. Like if you got a book of flight and still ain't nothing going on, she just really used you for a vacation.
A finesse.
A big finesse.
But what if she was talking shit, acting a fool and all that? Like we don't know that side of it.
Oh, if she was talking shit, then you gotta get out. But he was being, like I said, he was the one recording and doing all that. So he, like I said, he was clearly pressed about it.
Right.
And I'm sure he probably wilded out, and that's why he went off. But it's like that's your fault. But I, you know, on the flip side of that, because there was a lot of people like you shouldn't expect that just because. I'm like, all right, but look, let's be real here. It ain't too many women we can get on like the spiritual people. This ain't for you. This ain't for the spiritual people. This is for the normal worldly, you know, sinful people. Most of us, when we all going out on trips, most of the time, like there's this kind of like on both sides, most of the time there's this expectation that everybody be bragging about fucking on the balcony and doing all type of wild stuff in the hotel. That's like a normal thing. So it's like, don't act like for the people who was acting like, oh, that's just completely out the way. I'm like, it's not abnormal for somebody to go out of town on a vacation and take a chick and be expecting some buns, because that's like kind of normal. You know what I mean?
I feel like it's 2 things you don't do. You don't go over somebody's house at a certain time.
Right.
And you don't come out of town. Like people, that's an expectation. I'm not gonna even front, but I mean at the same time, the conversation would have been happening. I don't know how this even occurred because we talking about that before we even talking about a fucking trip.
Yeah. A lot of people say though, because in the video he was saying that she was talking all type of shit like she was down to go. But I mean, a lot of people counter argument is like she has the right to change her mind, which she does. But I guess at the same time, I guess he do.
He changed his mind too. He changed his mind. He canceled the ticket.
I can't change. I don't want you in this hotel room. So I guess he do have that option.
He didn't put his hands on her or rape her or nothing. So hey, you know what I'm saying? He ain't do nothing illegal.
Yeah. Which is most important, but yeah, that's
Evicted her.
yeah. But all right, man. I think we stayed on that topic enough, man.
Yeah, no need. We canceled already. Keep it going.
Yeah. I mean, we all didn't have the same idea. I mean, I think we all came to the conclusion that you shouldn't expect nothing, but
yeah. That was my only thing. Yeah. Like, should have had a conversation. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, man. But all right, the next one we're gonna talk about is Charleston White, man. So everybody know who Charleston White is. I kind of had to let Daryl know to look into him. But for the most part, Charleston White is a shock jock, is what he calls himself. So basically, he says and does things to get like, you know what I mean, reactions out of people. For the most part, he targets like celebrities. I mean, not celebrities, but rap artists. And he kind of known for like disrespecting a lot of dead rappers too. So he disrespect Nipsey Hussle, King Von, pretty much anybody like recently that has passed away. And then also he just cannot stand a lot of these like gang members / rappers. So I ain't gonna lie to you. At first I couldn't stand him, but I feel like he kind of funny just by the way he carry himself. But with all of that, and his message kind of is that he don't care about the actual character that these people create to become rappers and all that. He care more about the person that they are. So with that, all of that being said, what are y'all thoughts on Charleston White? Do y'all think that he necessary in hip hop? Do y'all think, trolls like that, you need to learn a lesson or whatever the case may be? What y'all think? Starting with Josh, what you got?
I definitely don't think he's relevant in hip hop.
You think he necessary?
No, not at all. Because it's one of those, to me, shock value. Do I honestly believe that he believes in what he believes? No. I think it's
so like he's fronting?
Yeah, I think it's one of those. I mean, he's making money. I do think he's got a lot of attention. I mean, I didn't know about him until like now for the past a year. That's all I've been seeing. This guy from South Carolina. I don't think it's would I still wish something happened to him? No, I mean, but I just don't think he's relevant. It's one of those Tekashi 6ix9ine situations. I mean, the more we feed into it, the more power they get as far as the media. This is how they're making their money and stuff. So if I'm getting a check for this, of course, I'm going to keep it going. I'm not going to stop, especially when he's already said, like, something happened to me. I'm calling the cops. So it's not like he fronts at it. It's like, no, you can do it. Touch me if you want to.
Shit.
Okay.
Not even if they put their hands on you, threaten them. He calling your probation he done got somebody locked up recently.
So you gotta think about it. I mean, he's not portraying. That's why I say I just don't like. The more we feed into it, the more you go try to threaten him, try to incite putting hands on him. It just gives him more ammunition. He can go on live and say, "I'm gonna do this and this like that." But man, ignore that. Honestly,
Ree, what you got? What you think?
That's crazy you brought up 6ix9ine. I never thought that anybody would be like a bigger troll than 6ix9ine. So like he's definitely, I would say he's definitely relevant in rap and hip hop, but he's not he's just really not a factor like that. He's just like, to me, just like another form of entertainment. It's like on social media and stuff, it's like, we used to watch TV shows and all the time. Now it's like everybody got their own TV show. Like right now it's just that's just what he do. Like, and I don't understand. Like, I don't know how many people this man has to get locked up before they figure out he's gonna rile you up to the point where you say you want to kill him or do something to him, and then he gonna call the police on you. So, hey, but one thing I gotta say before I finish with this, Charleston White, bro, he is a fool. This man has some mace with a beam on it, bro.
Yeah.
I've never seen like that.
Some bear mace at that. Like,
bro, so
he made Soldier Boy a few weeks ago.
Yeah. And then called the press charges too. Mm-hmm. He called the press charges too. Said, hey, they ran
up that video when he was going in on NBA YoungBoy. And then in the middle of it, he farted. He was like, "Ooh, that boy give me gas." Dude,
that's wild. And it's to the point where I know he getting relevant because my brother even hit me up, who don't even have social media. It was like, "Hey, man, you gotta check this guy. This guy crazy. He talking about he done sued every guy, place that he worked at and stuff." And I was like, "This is crazy." My brother hit me up. And now so many, and that's why so many people try to finesse it. I was like, hey man, go for it. You can get it off, go for it.
Yeah. Hey TJ, what you think?
TJ Love, bro.
No, because I was about to say, I really did a deep dive into this nigga. Because I'm like, what the fuck? Like, the first time I heard of him was, oh, man, he was talking about, I cannot remember, dude. Dude had a Corvette. That song. Apparently,
Oh yeah,
yeah, he talked about that. So I'm like, dude kind of got, like, he making some type of sense. And he makes some sense out of the nonsense that we make when it comes to, like, gangs and craziness. But, yeah, I've come to realize he's just a troll. But like, actually, like, cause I've even seen the like polar opposite videos. Like the activist videos. Like he don't talk the way he talks on his social media. Like he's like polar opposite. Like he talks proper. He, you know what I'm saying, very respectful. That's why I'm like, what the fuck? What are you trying to do? But I mean, I don't know. Cause even when I just said he got the one dude from Atlanta locked up, and he was like bouncing around the house happy as hell. He like, hell yeah.
Oh, you talking about you drinking the sample?
Shit. I'm like, boy, yo, sit your old young ass. I mean, yo.
and he blind out of he just so wild because he blind out of one eye. So he always be saying like, if you attack me, you attacking a disabled man. But you trolling. Like he really setting people up to like get him though. But,
yeah. Then I heard the story about Soldier Boy, and I'm like, man, what the? I mean, granted, the 12 niggas walk up on you and then like, hey, we need to talk to you. I'm like, yeah, I'm in defense code. But if you do a deep dive, I've probably watched over 25, 30 interviews with this dude. Like, some of the points he makes make sense, but I don't agree with like dissing the dead. No, like the dumb shit he do. But if he like the activist shit, I mean, I can respect that. But I don't know, because it's like, what are you doing? I guess you just straight up trolling now at this point, because it make you more money. And I'm like, no,
he switched from straight activist. He just trolling.
That's what I'm saying. I don't respect.
He chasing that bag.
I don't respect. But that nigga is funny as hell, though.
No, he's definitely funny. He's definitely funny.
I said they need to make a animated series of all his little situations or whatever. I'm telling you, man, it'll be gold. But Ree, what you got? I mean, not Ree, but Heezy, what you got? What you think?
He chasing that bag. That's all I'm gonna say. But like TJ said, it's some valid points, bro. Like some of that shit, like more gang members killed, and we kill our own race. How Asians saying nigga. He got some points, but the ignorant shit, bro, that shit's stupid. But that's what sell now, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like that's what everybody want to see. That's what get a view.
Yeah.
I think that's why his points get mixed, because he has like they said, he does say intelligent stuff, but then you mix so much ignorant and it just gets muddy.
Right.
And people ain't about to sort that now. With the Generation Z, 5 seconds, it's like, hey, make me laugh or about.
Yeah.
I've been watching probably like 2 years now.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, he didn't kind of like warmed up to me a little bit. So I at first I could not stand him, but yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I'll be looking forward to his videos. I ain't gonna lie to you. But Daryl, what you think?
All right, I watched like maybe 7 or 8 videos of them, so I guess I got more of a different side of them, because that's all the videos that they were showing me. It wasn't really no real ignorant videos, but I think what he be saying be making sense a lot, like out of the videos that I've seen. Like as far as, you know, killing your own people, you know, that type of stuff. Talking about what you're doing, but you know, as far as how he say he do, as far as activism go, being out here in the streets in the neighborhood, being on the streets in the neighborhood, and you know, giving back to the community. So I mean, I guess he, as far as what I've seen, I feel like he relevant. He everything I seen, he was standing on his word. Shit, including Mason, the motherfucker. Shit, he said he was talking to motherfucker like, if y'all run up on me, I'm gonna mace you, and everybody was laughing at him, and you ain't eating his word. He makes some motherfuckers. He don't care.
Yeah.
On me. He said,
They said I just wanted to talk. He said, I don't know what 12 people need to talk about. Y'all should have used the bullhorn or something.
Motherfucker,
Hey, look, the way he was talking about Soldier Boy, though, he said, "Oh man,
he said, you just makes me, bro." And
Hey, then he tried to put a case on him, boy. Hey, they better quit fucking with dude.
Hey, man.
What dude named 600 Breeze or something like that?
Mm-hmm. 600 Breezy from Chicago.
Yeah, they showed the video of him checking him or whatever, and he like, yeah, he checked me, yeah. What was he supposed to do? He's 6'8". He a young boy. I ain't finna fight him. He talking about a 50-year-old son. I ain't 59, I'm 40 something. He like, but for you to know that I'm like an older person, an elder, and you gonna put your hands on me, yeah, I'll get you locked up. I almost wanted to call the police right after that and tell them.
These dudes better not fuck with him,
to come get you because you will beat up on old people. You supposed to let the old drunk man, have it. Like he talking shit, whatever, let him go. But you gonna beat up on old people? Yeah, I'll get you locked up. I said, oh,
He be throwing stones and hiding his hands.
Yeah.
I don't know, bro. I just really feel like as much as at first I like, you do not need no person like him, but it'd be different if he was just only going at the little lame people. He'd be going at everybody. He'd be really going at the big. Bias. Yeah, and I will say he really exposing the and people ain't gonna really notice it until it's like big and out there. How he exposing like how stupid like gang culture is. Yeah, because in a lot of ways he make gang, especially like West Coast gang culture, because he basically showing how like they be using like the younger people as crash dummies, and the older dudes just be like really extorting them and all that. And like honestly, he be pointing that shit out. And on top of that, like he just, I don't know, he don't be lying. It's just his way of going about shit is just kind of tasteless. If the one thing he stayed away from was like basically saying fuck dead, like those dead people, I think if he didn't do that part about it, like I think he would be fine. But he gets so caught up in his own words and own like little ways that it just become like it's starting to become like annoying.
Hey, he made a video and he addressed that too, because everybody was saying like how much he talked about the dead and stuff, but he was just like, this generation, they don't got no respect for like the living, like people that's still alive walking around today, you know what I'm saying? But they got so much respect for the dead. And he was just basically saying that's like even still on some like demonic type stuff or whatever, you know what I mean? He was like, just from how he was breaking it down, that made a lot more sense. But motherfuckers don't care, they'll go smoke somebody, but they gotta show honor to the dead. That even that.
That part I can agree with that. I do feel like people put too much emphasis on certain dead like gang members and stuff like that. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong, like it's some good, like when he be going there like Nipsey Hussle, I never understood that part of it, because I'm like, I mean, yeah, he was a part of a gang, but like Nipsey, for the most part, his image really was more good than bad. So like, why go out of your way to kind of disrespect his image?
I saw he was talking about how he was invited to the funeral.
This was before he started. Yeah, when he talked, but he tell that story every time. He told us, I want to talk about Irmis.
Yeah, that was. I know Irmis.
I don't know Nipsey Hussle. I don't know Irmis. That little boy got on that.
Hey, what's the difference between him entertaining in that way and then listening to drill music?
You know what? You're right.
I mean, they both, you know what I'm saying? And they can sit around and rap drill music, like.
And they never, I mean, yeah. And that's the part of it. That's why I say, like, I mean, I guess, I mean, as long as he understands that it's stuff that come with it, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I don't wish nothing on nobody, but I mean, if you continue to like talk about my dead relative, I would probably have to see you at some point. But he also talks about that, like how, especially in the Chicago culture, how they disrespect the other dead people, like, that whole smoking on Tuka. Like a lot of them, a lot of them
That's
dudes
still
from
crazy.
King Von and them camp, like that's all they was doing. You know what I'm saying? So I do understand what he was getting at, but I just think sometimes it's just a little tasteless.
No, facts.
But you know what though? I know a lot of people say that dude is like super controversial or whatever. He be saying a lot of fucked up shit. But honestly, if he wasn't doing it in that way, I don't think anybody would pay any attention to it. You know what I mean?
That's true.
And that's why I think like he keeps doing it. Yeah, I'm about to say in this
That's
generation you have to, and that's why I say
Got
like
to, yeah.
I get why he's doing it. Cause I know a producer that sat down with him like I want to say a couple months ago and say he's the coolest dude ever. And like, so I don't think he's like just ignorant. I just think that's the way you have to get your message across, especially in this generation. I mean,
Yeah,
he done made enough videos. I think now, even if he wanted to switch it up, he would still have a following. But it just went people fall off. It's just like with music.
He said himself like this has brought him so much money that like he gonna keep going about it this way. Cause like the videos I first started watching, he was really more like not like this. I don't know if that makes sense. He was controversial, but it was controversial more like for the black people. You know what I'm saying? Now he just like kind of rowdy. But like I said, I mean, I watch it. I watch all his fucking shit. Yeah. No, yeah.
I can honestly say I probably watched one video.
He said that
I don't any video he got on the internet. I don't watch that shit.
I literally only watched one.
I want to talk about Hermes.
Yeah,
Hermes.
No, I mean he got
a valid point, but why do we got to tell that same ass story 20 and 30? He didn't told that story about 10 times.
Like he feel bad because he used to say fuck Nip, and then he probably did his research and was like, damn, like I kind of like spoke before I, you know what I'm saying? I spoke and like fucked up.
Yeah.
But he's on the internet now.
About this too, he also said like a rapper creates a character, gets paid off of it. So I'm doing the same thing. So like I was like, yeah, he bipolar because he'd say something and then he'd contradict it real quick. But I'm like, maybe he give you the character, but then he give you that other side too. Like this is
the character.
Huh?
I said he definitely give you the character, bro. I done seen it.
Yeah.
I done seen dude on the news. I done seen doing what he like. He's literally like a political figure, dog. Like that's what I'm like. I don't even know how he can do both. Like, cause like he's literally like speaking properly and you know what I'm saying, doing stuff like for the kids back home and stuff. And that's I'm like, how the fuck?
It's because he's an activist though. He don't really have to comply with none. He's not like in a political office. I feel that part, but I'm just saying like how the fuck I don't know. Like the shit so like left when he do switch up, it's like cause he like talking about niggas and bitches and that's how that nigga talking. I'm just like, how the fuck he talking like this? And you know what I'm saying? The next day he doing a toy drive for the kids for Christmas. Like what the fuck? But I don't know.
Politicians probably do the same thing. They just don't do it out.
Right. They do. We already know that though, but they don't do it in public.
And then you gotta think about it. It's a black dude doing it, so to me they like to see you acting foolish. So
of course,
and bringing more attention to us as well because you're somewhat a part of us. And keep it going. Keep attention. Keep grabbing the followers.
Yeah, from what he was saying was he wasn't making no money off of YouTube because his YouTube got demonetized just from like all the stuff he was saying on there. Like, but people is like actually booking him like majorly, so he gotta be somebody gotta want to see him. Every time I cut on YouTube, he's up there.
He definitely got to follow him.
Say Cheese or Vlad and all that.
Yeah. What's the one? Oh yeah. You said it. Say Cheese. That's where most of the ones I saw him on. Yeah. He definitely. To me, he doing his part. He doing what he needed to do to get him where he wanted to be. Because he just said it in the interview. Like I don't want nobody to understand me. Once you start understanding me, then you won't watch me no more.
He did. He literally did just say that shit.
Like that's how I make my money. So why would I want you to understand me so you can forget about me?
Yeah. No.
Yeah, homie. Yeah.
Somebody seen him out like that he had been dissing. What y'all think he'll be on? I'm not talking about with 12 people though. Like them two.
It
No,
sound like it sound like none of them gonna really be on nothing because they know better.
yeah, I'm about
I
Hey,
was
'cause he do
he
got them
told you
guns.
what you said.
They better, I tell you what, they better get within 4 feet of them.
Hey,
That
could you
bear may spray about 12 feet away.
no, but here's the crazy thing though, could you imagine like just like you walking towards this nigga, you got a beam on you, think you about to get burnt. He about to spray you with something.
With some mace.
He didn't find it.
Man.
you came with 12 niggas. He based all y'all niggas on.
And everybody ran.
Hey, look,
He cleared shit out. Bear mace too.
listen,
Yeah, he
Yeah.
cleared shit out.
wherever
You
y'all
going
came
down.
from,
Hey, was they like? Where was they at? Like on Collins Ave? Where was they at?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, on college in Miami. I think
they got-
when it,
So motherfuckers seen that.
yeah,
No.
it was because what's
yo,
because what's the name was making it seem like dude ran, but it's I think he's trying to get a hold to the actual footage.
Yeah.
Dude
But
said-
I mean, even the video that has surfaced it clearly show he not running. Like he was literally standing there, and they was like walking off.
Yeah.
But yeah. But hi, man. Let's move on, man.
All right.
So the next topic we have from Heezy. Hey, did you want to ask the question? Like you
Oh,
want
you
to
can go
pose?
ahead, bro. I really want to know why. Like,
You want me to ask? Okay. All right. So Heezy question was statistics show like right now unemployment is like at like one of it's I don't know about an all-time low, but it's like at the lowest it's been in a long ass time. Like I think it was like 3% or something like that. But with that, it's a lot of places still saying like it's a lot of companies saying like they're having trouble filling the positions. So with that, why do y'all think that that's still a thing? If you know there's all these availabilities for jobs and people able to get a job, why y'all think people still are opting to not work at these places? Starting with TJ.
No, I honestly,
I don't know.
we said that before. Like so.
Oh, my bad. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, who wants to go? Reed, what you got?
I think for various reasons. I think one being one of the top reasons because a lot of people is not vaccinated. That's one of the major reasons why they can't fill, you know what I mean, because they're obligating people to do that. Another reason I say, shit, you on the interview with a job, you know, trying to get with the company and stuff, and they asking you, why you think you'll be a good fit, or why this company? Bitch, I need a job. You know what I'm saying?
So basically, people don't want to go in there and be asking those stupid questions like that.
Man, they'll take you through 3 or 4 different interviews, bro, for a lot of these positions. Honestly, and just I don't know. I honestly think it's just personally, I'm not trying to be big woke, but I honestly think it's because a lot of places do require that. And if they don't, then you have to get like weekly COVID tests and all that stuff. So I honestly think that's the reason why.
vaccine is the reason why. Vaccinated.
You big woke.
Big woke.
Josh, what you think?
First, I would say pay. Because a lot of these companies, of course, especially now, it's not with inflation going up. I mean, what you're paying me is not enough for me to survive and live even comfortably now. And that's not me living outside of my means, but like that's with the inflation is crazy. And 2 is COVID has shown us that I don't need to be in the building for your company to be successful. So why am I having to come here 8 hours to sit here when I can do this from home and get more done? And still have my life. It saves me money. We ain't got to take my kid to daycare now. So it's like, it's still like companies are not trying to get with the times. And you have these other companies that are, but they're fully booked. But it's like, it's no reason why I have to come here just to look apart. And then the third reason, like Reed was saying, I do think is some people with the COVID testing requirements Like in the hospital, like setting, I understood it. Like as workers, like you have to be because you constantly gonna come into people. But if I'm in the cubicle, I don't understand. Like I have my own cubicle. Like why do I have to get this weekly test and things like this and stuff? So that's my 3 reasons with. I think that's valid.
Okay. Daryl, what you think?
I think it's a lot of reasons. I think it's the vaccine. I feel like it's also a little bit of DIY.
What you mean like being entrepreneurs type thing?
Like people starting to go out here and they trying to run their own businesses, and it's not as hard as people thought it was. You had time to really sit down and figure something out. So like it's a lot of, startup companies, people doing their own thing. On top of that, people not these companies not trying to pay you right. And I want to say, well, I really can't say that. I was gonna say laziness too with people going to get jobs, but that really can't be all the way in because it's down now. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I think the biggest the biggest thing is the remote working, everybody else is saying, the remote working. I think once COVID messed that up for everybody. So like a lot of people, I mean, I remember seeing once like we kind of not because we're not necessarily clear of COVID, but once stuff became like more norm and like people were trying to make people go back into the workforce. I was seeing people saying everywhere, like, if I gotta do that, I'm going to another job. And I mean, with it being an abundance of jobs, you know what I'm saying? It's plenty of jobs that's offering remote. So I mean, and like bro was saying, like, I mean, just imagine if you got a kid at home. If I mean, I wish I could. Nah, you know what? Nah, my son ass needs to go to daycare. But I take that back. I take that back. But I can understand the people who like, being like that homemaker and, you know what I'm saying, completely supervising the growth of their kid. Like, I could see why you would want to sit at the crib and take care of your child, make sure they eat, talk on the phone to do the actual job and still get paid. Like, I wouldn't want to do it either. And then, like you said, like, inflation is like the times ain't like pay hasn't adjusted. We haven't gotten a real adjustment in what minimum wage since what they say 1960 or 1940 something or some shit like that.
That actually made a difference.
I mean, and then even with like out here in California, you're gonna start out at like 15. That ain't shit because gas is $6. You know what I'm saying? So
down there, it costs too much to go to work.
Yeah, it costs too much. You know what I mean? So
Like,
a lot
crazy.
of these places, if they not gonna adjust with the time, like don't try to make people seem lazy. It just don't make sense. So
and another thing, not to cut you off, my bad. Another thing that doesn't make sense with that is, with the inflation and stuff, like even if they raise the minimum wage, jobs that are over minimum wage are not really doing anything to tear that up at all. So
right.
It's like, if I work at a job, you know what I'm saying? Say for instance, I worked at a job that was, below minimum wage. Let's say like $20 an hour or something in Indiana, and minimum wage got switched to 20. Like, I feel like if I'm doing this hard ass job, I shouldn't be getting paid the same amount as somebody who's working McDonald's.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is these companies, the truth is, like a lot of these, the people that get to kind of push out the narrative, they try to make it seem like it's a lower class, like people being lazy, but really it is at the top. They don't want to split some of them ends they making, you know what I mean, to make sure everybody else eat. And that's going until we live in a capitalist, you know what I'm saying, capitalist imperialist country. So motherfuckers is not going and until the motherfuckers get told they're gonna have to break some bread. Like, yeah, it's gonna still be an issue, especially like the McDonald's of the world and stuff like that. Like I used to be one that said like, oh yeah, you don't need to make no living wage working at a McDonald's. But hey, during that pandemic, one place that stayed open was McDonald's. So you might want to adjust your thoughts. So I definitely had to change my thought on that. So I don't know, man. Yeah, But hey, so speaking of vaccines and all that stuff, all right. So with monkeypox, if monkeypox become as like as highly like you can catch it as easy as people was catching COVID, y'all gonna go get that monkeypox vaccine?
Yeah, I'm gonna have it.
I'm gonna stay my monkey. Hey, I'm gonna stay my monkey ass in the house.
Hey, if that motherfucker get to spread like that, boy, it's gonna be ugly for sure.
So you ain't gonna get that monkeypox vaccine if you start seeing people around you catching it?
But ain't it only skin to skin contact or something?
Yeah, but it seemed like it's starting to mutate. I just seen something they said this is the first day they seen a dog caught it from its owners.
I mean,
so,
and they had that shit.
Oh yeah, but that's at first it wasn't like animal could catch it from a human, so it had to have mutated. So if it's mutating like that quick, who knows how it's gonna mutate in the future? When we talking about a short period of time, it might end up becoming like
animals couldn't get chicken pox.
Bro, I ain't gonna get into all. I'm just saying it could potentially, if it becomes something where you can catch it in the same realm as COVID, are you gonna go get that vaccine?
I'm definitely gonna have it in my record. Without a doubt.
Oh,
I mean, it depends. If it's like a few little bumps and whatever.
Nah, I'm talking about them. You seen them
kill
pictures?
You?
I know. That's what I'm about to say. If it's like that black woman where that shit coming out your face, I'm like,
bro. I just seen one where a dude, he went to the hospital like twice, and they just thought he had something else. But come to find out, like after his third time going to the hospital, because it had gotten like, I'm talking about that shit look gross as fuck, bro. Like the man whole nose is black, like it's gone. Like it looked like a big ass. His whole nose looked like a big ass scab, and then like he just got that shit all over his face or whatever.
Can it kill you?
I don't.
There hasn't been any deaths yet. There hasn't been any deaths
I don't know. But but come to find out that dude had so many other he come to find out he had like HIV and some other stuff too. So like his immune system was so low, he was like highly subjected to catching monkeypox. But he didn't know he had none of that shit. So
aren't you in a state? Are you still in a state of emergency?
What California?
Mm-hmm.
Shit, I don't know. I ain't got that shit.
No.
This nigga dumb as hell, man.
No, I'm about to say because I was gonna hit you up last week because when I was at work, I was gonna say now see that California was in a state of emergency
for monkeypox.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Well, I ain't working in the hospital right now, so I'm all the way out the loop medically. But
I think Illinois is too.
I know. Like New York. I thought only New York was like the only one.
Yeah, New York was.
It's New York, Illinois, and Cali. I thought.
Boy, if it becomes normal to where like you have them little marks and shit all on your face, I'm going to get vaccinated. I don't give a fuck what that.
Hey, on the first train.
Check me out. So look, you know how you get like a flu, say for instance, you get like a flu shot and you feel sick, or if you get the fucking vaccine and you get a little minor case of the monkeypox, keep you from getting the.
If you saying the minor case look like acne and the major case look like that shit, give me the minor case. Cause that shit look nasty as dog. Every time I see it, bro, I'll be like, get the fuck away.
Send me whatever the fuck you was talking about. You said, so do they know he got HIV? How the fuck you don't know you got HIV though? I mean, I know it'd be dormant. It can be dormant up to like 10 years and shit.
Yeah, I'm about to say it can be dormant for 10 years. I'm about to say the last shit.
Like, I mean, at least me, I go get checked every couple months.
Well, I mean, you don't even get no hoes. Why are you going to get checked?
Here we go.
When was the last time you got a pep smear?
Know that.
Shit.
Drake a sniper. I'm like right up under him, like number 5 or something.
Okay, I see why you say that.
Yeah, you know.
Well, yeah, that shit look so fucking atrocious, bro. I can't even. Goddamn, I don't even want to look. But
don't touch it. Don't touch it.
That shit looks so fucking nasty, though. I ain't gonna lie, bro. If that became like a normal thing where people can just cough on you and catch that shit, on my life, give me that.
Well, no, they did say that though. It's airborne as well.
Yeah, it's starting to mutate.
How?
Because at first they were trying to say, it was only.
He in trouble.
They was only trying to say safe.
You see how quick the narrative changed? We were just talking about skin to
Damn.
skin and shit. Now we
Right.
talk.
No, it is.
Oh, goddamn.
It's airborne. Yeah, they I've seen it in the
I'm staying
studies.
in the house, bro. Might give me a work from home job.
Oh,
Yeah,
good.
there you go.
Facts. Hey,
You
Yeah.
call
no.
the military and tell them I ain't coming in until they fix that shit.
Nah, you started
Ugh.
questioning. I was like, shit, Leavenworth may not be bad. I'm going AWOL.
Yeah,
Going to
man.
work. I'll take it.
Yeah, that shit gross, dog. I can't even hold you, man. But that's all I had on them topics, man. I don't know where we at on time. We could have one more, but I don't know where we at.
We only
time.
at like 53. Yeah.
All right,
53.
real quick. All right, real quick. One question, sports related.
Warriors
about to
will
go-
win the championship.
Man,
Speaking of the
sports.
Warriors. All right, look. Speaking of the Warriors, though.
Hours about sports, huh?
You said what?
I said fuck sports. Y'all talk about sports.
Anyway, yeah, real quick.
Fuck sports.
Real quick though, with Steph, Steph just got his first Finals MVP and all that, right?
Yeah.
When we talking about best player in the league, right? You got Jokic, who just came off of back-to-back MVPs. But then you got like a Steph who, you know what I'm saying, he kind of lit it up in the finals and he got his finals MVP. When you ranking players, who do you put ahead of who? Is Steph ahead of I'm not talking about all time. I'm talking about currently in the NBA. Is Steph ahead of a Joker, or is it opposite? Easy. I think you got an answer for us. Let me hear what you got.
L for Joker. Damn. I'm gonna say he better, bro.
You gonna say Joker
Fuck,
is?
fuck them finals. Fuck them MVP. We got finals MVP, man. I gotta roll with that. He finally overcame. Like he moved up. He got them rings, then he got that finals. That's all I was waiting on for him.
I don't know. So you got Steph or you got Joker?
I take Steph over Joker.
Okay. Going into this season.
Yeah,
You know my answer. So.
Yeah, we know your answer.
That's
Nigga,
everybody else.
Yeah.
What you got, Reedus? Who you got?
Oh yeah, I'm definitely Steph.
Okay. We got some smart individuals in there.
I mean, granted, is you can be the most valuable player of your team. You know what I'm saying? But if you're the most valuable player of your team in the finals, to me, is just more important.
Oh, okay.
I would like to see what Joker do when Murray back though, to see if he can still be dominant and stuff.
Okay.
Like that.
Gerald
So
TJ,
easy.
yep. Gerald TJ, one of y'all want to chime in before I cut this shit up?
Yeah, so
I like it, dude.
The best move the Lions could have did was draft.
And we can't even talk about them, boy. Not talking about the
Man, all right, so
just do.
man, nah, look, I like Steph. I mean, obviously
hate
Steph is obviously ahead of Joker in the all-time. But if we going into this season, I just don't see. I feel like we're gonna just continue to disrespect Joker like he, you know what I'm saying? Hey, a back-to-back MVPs, it gotta mean something. You know what I mean?
It does. He should get like
regular
that.
season.
He should get the cover of 2K23 or something.
Hey,
Give him that. But
Hey,
that's
Joker.
it.
Who is the Joker?
For
Man, I ain't
Denver,
about to
center.
say this. He played for Denver, man.
Yeah, what?
He on Batman.
That's what I'm about to say. Joker, habitual smoker.
Man,
No, for real,
I feel like you gotta. At some point, you're gonna have to give him his respect, man.
Oh, it's coming.
He has it. No, I think
So
he
hold
has
on, you
respect.
saying
All
they're
right.
the best in the league?
I'm not
You
saying
said
that. No.
Oh,
Giannis is still the best player in the league.
I gotta give
Hands
you
down.
that. I gotta give you that.
Giannis, I think
Hey,
right
be
now,
out of the way.
going into this season, I'm gonna say Joker. I'm gonna say Giannis, Joker, then KD, probably Steph, then LeBron. That's gonna be my top 5 right now.
Hold
going
on.
into this
They
season.
got a center. He got to be cold. They got a center. They got a center that you saying is the best in the league.
I mean, he's a back-to-back
He cold.
MVP.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
nice.
back-to-back MVP.
He
I mean,
nice.
I feel like
Yeah,
it
he
just,
I
feel like-
thought.
So, hey, do you think John Morant is up there?
Nah, he ain't no top 5.
he ain't no top 5, no. But I
Yeah.
think he
a
a
dog,
top. I think he a top maybe 20. He definitely. I think he a top 20. But I mean, top 20 is crazy in this league right now. So,
Right. I don't know.
Yeah, I think
But out of the young dudes, he definitely top.
I definitely think that he up there.
yeah. No, Ja definitely up there. I think Ja can make that step into that. He can leap a lot of people this upcoming season if he keep going in the same route. Like if they would have, like, let's say they would have knocked off the Warriors and that, this
He
last
would have been
thing,
yeah.
then I would have said yeah. But I mean, he had a great season, but it ain't even. I don't even know if it's guaranteed that they're gonna have anywhere near as a successful season that they had.
Because they was good. Like when Ja was hurt, their record still was good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
right.
Yeah, but Ja definitely he crazy. I don't think I think he probably in that top 20.
So what y'all think about Anthony Edwards?
Anthony Edwards is up there. I think Anthony Edwards about to make a leap. I mean I hope I hope the Timberwolves actually end up being good now that they got dog, because
They better.
They better, yeah, with everything they gave, they threw the whole kitchen sink at
Facts.
So yeah.
I don't know who's gonna distribute that ball, bro.
I don't know either. I really feel like they I don't know about him being the main ball handler, but they need to try to re-sign Pat Beverly. Because I mean he kind of weak to me at times, but he kind of like got that, he kind of get him that edge, like how him and Anthony Edwards get him an edge that they don't have right now. Because Karl Anthony Towns cold, but he's soft.
Soft in the bitch.
Yeah. But yeah, man, we ain't gonna we ain't gonna stay on the sports. We can just wrap it up now, man. But I think this was a good episode, man.
Yeah,
but,
definitely.
Yeah, so like, comment, subscribe, share. If y'all got anything y'all want to plug, say it now. If not, we gonna sign out.
I'm goody.
Cool. And we out.
Hey,
What'd you say?
no, go ahead.
All right. We out.